and welcome to Potter's Point of View. My name's Callum Taylor, and as always, I'm joined by the handsome one, Mr. Fraser Doig.
What's that, man?
Here we are again. Another little break before this one, but we're back with Lord of the Rings.
It's Christmas. What do you expect?
Well, now it's Christmas.
Well, it's Christmassy time.
Oh, so we're like a Christmas gift, is what you're saying.
If that's the way you want to put it,
We've come back as a Christmas gift.
Before Christmas.
Pre-Christmas
gift.
Pre-Christmas gift.
We hopefully should have another one before Christmas.
Yeah, we'll have two.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I know we'll get...
let's not say we're going to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Good point.
We promise we're going to get better in 2020.
Yeah, definitely.
New year, new us and all that stuff,
yeah, 2020.
Anyway. But yeah, as I said before, my choice of the week was Lord of the Rings. Fellowship of the Ring.
That was the very first one, yeah.
2001.
2001. That was a long time ago.
Wow. Yeah. 2 hours and 58 minutes. But, as always, before we kick into that, we'll kick in with the news.
Of course.
Yeah. Disney Plus. A massive thing we're so happy is out now.
Are you sure? Because we don't have it.
Sorry.
I'm trying to stay... I've not seen any of The Mandalorian.
I have it.
Yeah, I'm waiting till it's done.
So you're waiting for me to have it all?
Yeah, but it's just annoying. It's a thing. It's like I'm not watching it out of principle because fuck Disney for not giving us it.
You're spiting it.
Yeah, I wish I had it, man. I do. I wish I had Disney Plus. And as soon as it's available over here, it will be getting got.
Oh, aye. Netflix might die.
No, I'll still keep Netflix because they have like The Witcher.
Netflix won't die.
Anyway, what about Disney Plus?
As we know, we're getting a Moon Knight TV series, which is going to be awesome. They've just announced that Werewolf by Night, which is his actual name, is coming into the series.
It makes sense, they're doing vampires with blades. I mean, why not do werewolves?
Because what I see it leading into is we're going to get a Howling Commandos movie, which has Frankenstein, the Invisible Man, Werewolf.
Are you telling me the Marvel Universe is...
There actually has one.
No, but do you think... So you're telling me the Marvel Universe is going to do the Dark Universe better than the actual Dark Universe ever was?
Yes.
That would be funny.
There is a mummy.
That would also be funny.
I'm looking forward to it.
It'll be all on Disney Plus if they do it.
Oh, aye. I feel like it's something that if it's done right will be fucking... One, it'll be awesome, and two, it'll just be like, haha, we did it better.
If they do it.
Yeah.
Make it like a special Halloween thing.
That'd be fucking awesome. Like even just like a six episode special, Howling Commandos. Mm-hmm. Or even just one full movie. I'd take that.
Another thing I wanted to talk to you about is obviously there is a rumour going about that the villain for Black Panther is Doctor Doom, which excites me a lot. But I wanted to ask you about how you feel about it, because obviously I know that you're, especially me and yourself, but more you are really want like the Fantastic Four and the X-Men to be in the Marvel Universe.
Yes.
So if Doctor Doom ends up being the villain for Black Panther 2, how do you do Fantastic Four and not make the villain Doctor Doom?
I think you still can, as long as they don't kill him.
But you feel like he'd transition over to another movie and it would just be as good?
It's really backwards, but it's quite funny that Doctor Doom first came in Fantastic Four. Mm-hmm. Black Panther first came in Fantastic Four. So and it's kind of like...
So you feel like this is a whole setup?
Yeah, I feel like it's going to lead into something. Like, Doctor Doom will end up going after Fantastic Four for Sue Reed. Because obviously, why not?
So you think they're going to introduce the Fantastic Four before they've done Black Panther 2? That's why they're saying nothing, or?
I feel like, in this month, we're getting a whole thing for Kevin Feige, so we could end up being announced Fantastic Four.
Could be.
But we could end up just getting Black Panther 2, which gives us Doom, and then at the end, gives us Fantastic Four.
Okay. That's generally one thing I wanted to ask. What
I like, because obviously, Doctor Doom is something that's been tried twice now.
And failed.
Failed twice. But so has Spider-Man. Been done twice.
I'm not saying that it can't be done. It's more just like I want a good Doctor Doom because the shit one where electric powers and who was made of metal instead of like just wearing a suit, and then Fan Four Stick was the worst.
What do you have an actor in mind that you could have for it? I've got two.
Right, you go with your two and I'll think.
One is Oh wait, I just said it 2 seconds ago. Andy Serkis. I'd like. Yeah, but I could.
That's fine. That's fine. You just don't show his face.
Yeah, just don't show his face. Right, okay. I could be awesome.
Okay.
Just to have him in there, or Michael Fassbender.
Michael Fassbender's a good shout.
Yeah,
Michael Fassbender's a
good shout. I could be really good at it.
Okay. I got one at least. I got one at least.
Only need one.
Oscar Isaac.
Ooh, nice.
I feel like Oscar Isaac would be a good shout.
Yeah.
Do you know who would be a really good shout? And it wouldn't make any sense from an action stand of view.
Okay.
Bryan Cranston.
Yeah. I could see that. Yeah. Because he could just play the whole scientist.
He could basically just be Lex Luthor but Doctor Doom.
Yes.
Because obviously there was rumours that he was up for Lex before it got given to Jesse Eisenberg.
Who done a brilliant performance.
I don't think it's that bad, but you know. But so what about him as Doctor Doom?
Yeah, I could take that. What about? Sorry, I'm moving and making noises. What about James McAvoy?
If that's a not bad choice, but I think Fassbender would do it better if you're like looking at the two of them.
Yeah.
It's definitely an interesting one because it's going to be it's mostly about the voice than anything because his face technically should be behind the mask the whole time.
Yes, that we should.
It's not even like
I don't want to see it without.
Yeah, it's not like you get the mask, as in it should be there the whole time.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair enough. I just wanted to ask about Doctor Doom related stuff. What other news things have you got?
Right, it came out as artwork. Thank you to the PlayStation Store, but it's kind of been revealed that there could be a remake of Resident Evil 3 coming, just like the Resident Evil 2 we've had this year.
I'm not surprised by this in the slightest.
No.
Resident Evil 2 did extremely well. I still haven't really played it myself.
It is such a beautiful game.
This really doesn't surprise me at all. I think they're going to do this, and they probably will do 4. Maybe. I don't know, just because 4 was the first over-the-shoulder, I just think they'll make it look as good as 2 did.
Yeah.
Maybe. But then they'll probably stop there.
Do you think we're ever going to get a baseline, brand new Resident Evil game?
I think that, well, there's rumours that they're working on 8, as well as doing the remake of 3, sorry.
Oh.
Apparently they're working on 8. And I feel like 8's going to be like 2. Not like 7, where it was first person, as much as it was still a good game. I just feel like they're going to go back proper grassroots and make it like they're going to still over the shoulder, but they're going to make it like 2, 3, 4, like that. I think.
I like 2. See if they brought 3 out, right? And you're like, oh, I want to play this. Do you think you'd go back to 2 remake, then play 3? I know it's not really.
I have liked the Resident Evil games. I'm just a big bitch when it comes to horror games, more or less, man.
Honestly, see, playing it, I fucking shat myself.
There's only a few that I've finished. Obviously, I finished 5 with you, and that even there was points I was about. That's when it's kind of shifted more action heavy. I finished 6, which was shit. I didn't play 7 because I'm a big bitch. You know, I just don't. There's not very much horror games that I've finished myself. Yeah. Because I'm a big, massive scaredy cat. But I probably could go back.
If you go into it, mate, I'll come into your house.
You know, just watching the gameplay and the thought of running away for that Mr. X just terrifies me.
Hopefully you get a mod where you can turn it into tiny Mr. X. Makes you feel better.
I'd be fine with that. I'm a big, massive bitch when it comes to horror games.
Or Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yeah.
No, that'd be worse.
But you know, this Resident Evil 3, it makes sense. It makes complete sense. It's the last one, like I say, did really well. So, and basically, you've got like the artwork alone. Basically, is describe why they're doing it, and it's who doesn't want to see Nemesis, but like Dr. X. You know what I mean? Or Mr. X, sorry.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to see like Nemesis look as good as what Mr. X and what 2 looked like? Because that would be great.
Yeah. If you're given the same treatment.
It's going to be brilliant.
Yeah. 2020?
Yeah, probably, because I imagine as soon as 2 was released, they started working on 3 immediately.
Yeah. Ooh, that might be a PS5 exclusive.
Probably. So what's next?
Moving on. Game Awards 2019.
They announced a lot of nominations, but the main thing we want to talk about here is basically the Game of the Year. The nominations for the Game of the Year is mostly I just want to ask how you feel about it. Do you feel like if there's anything that should be on, if there's anything that doesn't deserve to be there, so on and so. What are the nominees?
There is Control.
Yep.
Death Stranding.
Yep.
Sekiro.
Yep.
Resident Evil 2.
Mm-hmm.
Super Smash.
Yep.
And Outer Worlds.
Okay, I mean, do you feel like...
I feel like Resident Evil 2, as much as it's a beautiful, great game, I don't think it should be there.
Because
it's a remake.
It's technically a game that's been out already.
Yeah.
And as much as they did the over-the-shoulder, which wasn't the same as the first one, it is more or less just...
Yeah. Now, I can understand people's arguments like, yeah, maybe, but it came out today, so it should be in contention. I get it. But
I feel like it should be in a different category.
Yeah.
It should be in like best remake or so. There should be another category like that, and then it'll win hands down. But for game of the year, I can understand why folk can be like, I don't really think that makes sense.
I really feel like Days Gone should have been in there, because again, I think that's just one. Even though it was kind of slated and stuff like that, I feel like it's one of my favourite games of the year.
I have not played it, so I have no thoughts on that.
It has everything. You know what I mean? Freakers, beautiful world, a great motorbike, and it's like
zombies.
Is there good
Can we
story?
just say zombies?
Hordes.
Yeah, can we just say zombies and not freakers?
Zombies, Jesus.
Just zombies, more or less.
Wow. So
yeah, the moment with that they did that E3 and the guy was like, "Oh, the zombie," and he's like, "They're not zombies, they're freakers." Like, they're fucking zombies.
Yeah, it's just the fact that they sleep and run.
In my opinion, it's good for Outer Worlds to be there.
Yeah,
fantastic game. Obviously, for me, it was a sort of tester game leading to what the Obsidian could do next. But I do think it was a fantastically well done game. I firmly believe I haven't played Control yet. I haven't played Sekiro because again, I don't think From Software make bad games. I just can't play them.
Yeah,
too hard for me. So I think that Death Stranding will win that.
Yeah, let's see. It's too popular not to see it winning.
It's something anyway. It's definitely something. But I will talk about that later. And what I've done lately. Right. That's all. What other? I think the only news things we've got left is the trailers that came out.
Trailers. We've got three. We'll talk about Mulan first because we've just seen that pretty much today. I think. I don't know how I feel about this. Because obviously I like the Disney films. It's never been something I've had before, but it's the fact that, and we spoke about this off mic, is the fact that they could have the lady having abilities, but
there's a somehow shape-shifting witch, but there's no Mushu. As far as we can, there's no Mushu.
Yeah, which the reason that when they were asked before why it isn't is like because it isn't believable.
But again, there's a shape-shifting witch.
Yeah, it's like okay. People are literally climbing, running up walls. Women has magic powers.
I think that they're not going too off, but this is probably the furthest away from the animated one that they're going to do.
Yeah.
Because they're still doing the whole she pretends to be a man to go in the army.
Yep.
To save her father from doing it, which is true. But I don't think it looks like there's no romance.
Yeah, no romance.
No singing.
No singing.
And no Mushu.
No Mushu. And not even the fact it's like the extras that were in the cartoons that gave it relevance and just a comedic side was the tall skinny guy, the big fat guy,
See,
and the tiny guy.
For me, that's the problem I've had with quite some of the live action ones. Is in the cartoon there was more personality to each of the people or the creatures.
Yep.
And when they do it in the live action, the personality just comes on the acting technique, and most of it they just play it as a regular run of the mill person.
Like why put in this person that has magic powers which wasn't in the film?
No, I don't. Right? There wasn't a witch who could transform.
No, there was a guy who had a hawk. But that hawk would like scout ahead and come back.
Yeah, because the main villain was the big square-looking guy, right?
Genghis Khan.
He wasn't called that, but that's pretty much what he looked like.
Yeah.
But this one, he is the villain.
Yeah,
but he's got the shape-shifting witch with him.
Yeah. That's like okay.
I guess I don't understand. Maybe because it's to make it a lassie on lassie fight instead of I don't.
Maybe, but I don't think it needed that. It didn't need that.
And again, if you're gonna have a shape-shifting witch, why not have Mushu?
And I'm guessing we're not going to get the ancestors bit. With no Mushu, no ancestors bit with that. The ancestors came out and they were singing all that stuff. I didn't see what they were getting that.
And no music either. It seemed.
Does she not have a brother?
No singing. No.
You sure? Was it just the dad and two?
Yeah, it was definitely just because that's the reason why she can't go. And he has to because he doesn't have a son.
Kind of weird. There's no love interest. I get why. It looks
like the whole like the person that trains her when pretends to be a man. There's not like a love thing there.
Yeah.
But I love the actor's choice. I will give them that, and it looks pretty.
Yeah. Also, as well, like the action sequences seems it should be quite well done as well, which is just Disney. They tend to put money into stuff that they feel like it needs it, but.
But to me, this just feels like
it's too safe.
It could just be like a period, ancient Chinese movie with the word Mulan strapped on the front of it.
Yeah.
If there's no like ties to, like I heard the music, but nobody's singing it. Like they went, but no, there's no actual singing, and then again no Mushu and. They've put a shape-shifting witch in it. It's a strange one, but again, you know what's going to happen. It's going to make a shit ton of money. It's going to do really well, and then that'll be that.
Yep.
Then they'll move on to the next one. I'm just waiting for them to get to Hercules and no James Woods, and I can be even more annoyed.
Swear to God, I'll riot.
But you know, well, it's like I say, that's all I've got to say on Milan.
It's out next year. I'll see it.
Sure. What the
next one is James Bond.
No Time to Die?
No Time, that's it. No Time to Die. I was trying to... I
could not remember either, but it just came at the top of my head.
You'd remember, James Bond fanatic.
Daniel Craig's last movie.
Thank fuck.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like he's foaming it in this one.
Well, you would have to see the actual film to think if he's foaming it in.
Okay, from my point of view, from the trailer, it seems like the film...
I think that's just Daniel Craig's facial expression now. He's getting quite old. Just looks constantly
sausage
pissed.
In a suit?
No, he just constantly just looks like...
Why am I doing this?
Could be half of my couch today, like.
Half the film he looks like he fucking lies in his bed anyway.
It's probably just because he's like... He's fallen out with his true love. Because she's... Well, it does look good.
Yeah.
I will admit the action scenes look good. The setting looks good.
The 00 looks good.
Yeah, she looks great.
Obviously from Captain Marvel.
But my fear is that Rami Malek is just another carbon copy of Blofeld.
He's not. He's the real one.
It just looks to me like it's just another person who knows him personally, who sits behind a desk, who then instructs the big guy to fight him, and then turns out that they're somehow twice cousins removed or some bullshit like that.
How do you feel if the big guy's The Rock this time?
He's not though.
Or John Cena.
But I know he's not.
Imagine it was John Cena.
But that's the thing. If it was, he would be over the trailer just like Batista was.
I'd be surprised.
And Batista never said a sentence in that movie. He just was there for swinging punches.
That's all you need him for. All you need him for.
Again, that's why to me it just feels like another secret society where they actually know who Bond is. But
I totally think it's a secret society. I totally think it's...
Or maybe instead of knowing who Bond is, they know who she is, and she's related to someone and twice cousins and whatever. That's what it seems like, and I wish... I just don't want the same villain as last time.
Like I said to you before, I feel like it's kind of... Because he knew this was his last one, and I feel like he's kind of just like, we'll just put this out. Well, here's an idea, let's just do it. Like, I feel like there's no passion in this.
On the other hand, though, Rami Malek's fantastic.
Yeah.
Leo Seydoux is amazing. Ralph Fiennes is brilliant. The lassie from Captain Marvel who's playing the 00 is brilliant.
Yep.
So all these... And Daniel Craig is a great James Bond.
Oh, yeah. So he's my favourite James Bond.
So on the other hand, this could be fantastic, and we're just assuming, because of obviously how they've set it up in the trailer... Yeah. That it just looks like the last one, basically.
Yeah. We've been given 2 minutes to a trailer, and we're just trying to make a point.
So I'm not saying, and again, I love Rami Malek. I think he's going to be fantastic. I just kind of wanted maybe a bit of a different villain this time.
I would like to have...
To me, as the way it looks just now, that's the way
I would have liked to have seen a James Bond actual type character going up against another James Bond.
Like a pure physical fight.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why to me it just looks like another Blofeld man with a scarred face who sits by the desk and monologues and somehow knows Bond.
Imagine we're completely wrong and Rami Malek is just like hands on kicking the fuck out of James Bond.
I'd love it. I'd love if I'm wrong. I want to be wrong. This is the thing, it's just how the first trailer looks. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely going to go see it. There's no way I'm not going to go see this. So
that's next year as well.
Yeah. April, May.
One of those times.
2020 at least.
So, 2020. At least we got 2020 right.
Yeah.
I mean, last trailer, Black Widow.
finally dropped.
Yeah.
It took a while. I genuinely thought we were going to get this quite a long time ago, but yeah, it finally just dropped out of nowhere. Like, Marvel were just like, here you go.
I feel there's a pun intended. Dropped it out of nowhere.
What do you think?
Great.
Yeah?
I think the trailer's great.
Mm-hmm.
I think, I think you'll agree with me, it's too late. In a sense of it should have been...
As in, it's not too late for the trailer to drop, as in it's too late for a Black Widow
film.
movie.
I feel like the film should have been out before she was killed. Spoiler.
Yeah, I
don't think there's anyone who's not seen the film.
Yeah, at this point, yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I think that
it doesn't make me sad at the end of this film. She's away to do something. I wonder what's going to happen. She's going to die.
As much as I'm happy that Black Widow's finally getting a movie, this should have happened pre-Endgame, pre-Infinity War, 100%.
Yes. Or even in the middle. In the middle.
This was because it was Captain Marvel had that spot, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Like,
so
if I would rather have had
a Black Widow film instead of Captain Marvel.
Yeah. Because we get snippets of Captain Marvel.
But who would have through the ship and somehow...
But we knew she was there.
Who would have been the best woman in the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Still Black Widow.
Yeah, but you know, who would it really be?
Still Black Widow.
But, you know...
Even now, still Black Widow.
But she's better than everyone.
No.
You know.
No. She's more powerful than everyone somehow.
Because she's Captain Marvel, you know.
Danny.
Anyway.
You're just
staying to annoy you.
You're just danger.
But...
The trailer was good.
It does look good.
David Harbour, we finally found out what happens in Stranger Things.
Yeah, again, he's in that Russian prison, gets really tough, wears a red suit, you know.
He's a red Captain America.
More or less, yeah.
He puts on a bit of weight, supposedly.
Yeah, but he still looks like built. He still looks like built.
I think he's
he looks like Bane built.
Yeah. I think he's a failed attempt at Captain America's serum.
No, I think he's got it, because there's a bit where a door comes off its hinges and you see him standing up.
No, I think he has it.
You think he's got
Captain America
Super Soldier?
Yeah, but I'd say Captain America is just ripped all the time. Like, I think he doesn't have the metabolism type thing. He has the strength and stuff like that.
Well, it looks like he's been in prison. Well, you know, at the end of Stranger Things. It's like he's done it on purpose.
Yeah,
but I think he's been in prison or something, because maybe he tried to... said no or something.
Yeah.
It looks like to me that they're going... So obviously there's the lassie from who played Paige, and she's in Midsummer and everything like that, and she's her sister,
Giovanna or something like
she's her sister, who I think is going to take over from her.
Yes.
But it looks like they're going up against the actual Black Widow organisation.
Yeah.
And
which I think there's a thing going about Rachel Weisz.
Who she's Taskmaster.
I do not think she's Taskmaster. There's a character, I can't, honestly, that's going to annoy me, but she wears a gold, I don't know if you've ever seen it, she wears a gold mask. Mm-hmm. She's an ex-Black Widow sometimes, right, and goes up against Iron Man and stuff like that. I think she's playing that character. I wish I knew the name, because I just sound like an idiot when I'm rambling on. I don't think it's Taskmaster, but I think, personally, Taskmaster... I don't know who the guy's name is, and I would like it if he's beat the guy from Winter Soldier in the elevator scene. Yes,
that would be very interesting.
That would be
very, very interesting.
Because it'd be a nice wee tie-in.
I love the fact that it's Taskmaster. I don't hate the way he looks. I wish that we had the white mask.
Yes.
It would look...
I don't understand why he's not got a skull mask. Does it make...
Well, if you notice, on his black mask, like the bottom row has like teeth.
Yeah,
I think, which is as good. Which I feel like is as good as we're gonna get.
Yeah,
it's not the full white mask, orange hood, skull hang. I don't think they're gonna give us the full shebang. I could be wrong, but I still love the fact that it's Taskmaster. I feel like it's someone who probably could have slid into the Marvel Cinematic Universe a long time ago.
Also, he's got a shield. Yep. So he's clearly up against Cap.
For it to technically make sense, he's had to have fought Cap at some point.
What would you do if it was a Winter Soldier?
As in the Taskmaster's Winter Soldier?
Yeah.
I mean, it makes no sense, but...
Well, this was after Civil War. Yeah. This is set after Civil War, so...
This is set between Civil War and Infinity War.
Yes, that makes no sense. Anyway,
So technically, he snuck off from Wakanda and did things.
Got an arm back. Got an arm. You heard the rumour, I think I said this to you, but how do you feel about the rumour that it could be Hawkeye?
That's not true.
Okay, how do you feel about... There's a rumour going about that... Black Widow The one we see in Infinity War is a clone, and the real Black Widow dies in Black Widow.
It's definitely an excuse to bring her back, but I doubt it.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
How do you feel? Are you looking forward? Do you hope they bring back that lassie to be the new Black Widow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. Like, if she does, she does. If she does, like, what?
I think we need that in the MCU. Like, we need characters like Hawkeye. Not really him, but like that
it's
low
more
level.
Like, I like the whole, if they bring someone new in as technically a new Black Widow, it just kind of means that, yeah, your favourite character can die, but it's like the comics where someone else just takes over. Yeah. It's just the way that comics are.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, it will happen. Your favourite person will not always play them. There will be someone new. Folk will hate it and always complain about it because it's, you know, that's the way the world is.
Complained about the new Captain America that's coming.
Well, yeah, because it might not be whoever, but you know, I think it looks great. And again, it's 2020, and I'm definitely going to go see it. And I'm really curious what the end credits scene will be.
Yes, like that is really weird. Yeah, Black Widow. I think it's a good film. I'm really hyped to see what the end looks like.
Well, it's more just about, like, is it just going to be a send off them, or is it going to be something that plants something for Endgame that like makes it adds a new little thing to the world that like has implications for even through Endgame, because this is technically set before.
What are you going to do?
Like, basically, you know how like Captain Marvel set up basically where the Tesseract came from.
Yeah. How do you feel if Iron Man turns up when he's rumoured to be?
I'm not happy about it, and it's not because I hate Iron Man. I just think it's too soon.
Yeah.
It's too soon.
Especially after Far From Home.
It's just, it's too soon.
Like, it's
just like Robert Downey Jr. went, I need a new boat. And they're like, how about we'll put you in it for a minute? I feel like it's not going to be him though. I feel like it's going to be a hologram, or it's going to be his voice or something.
Or any credit where he's like, we need to go. This is happening.
Yeah, maybe something like that. Which that's just a paycheck he just wants. You know, Dr. Dolittle didn't do as good as, or isn't going to do as good, so he's like, fuck it, a little paycheck.
I know.
Something like that.
They're like, you're going to do Dr. Dolittle. He's like, put me in a Black Widow film.
But, you know, so I'm definitely excited for it, but I do agree with you that this should have been done a while ago, but I'm happy it's happening.
Yes.
I think she's definitely deserved the solo film for a long time.
Yeah. I'll miss her in MCU.
The only one left now is Hulk to get a solo film.
Yeah.
And Hawkeye's getting his TV show, that's so the only one left to get his own solo thing is Hulk, and it ain't happening. But he's the only one left.
Nah, he'll turn up in She-Hulk.
Think so?
Oh, aye, for damn sure.
I think he'll turn up in the Hulk.
The Hulk and Rocket go on a trip.
Anyway,
so
I'm interested to see Black Widow. It's going to be fun. I do think White Widow suit looks class.
Yeah.
Definitely looks class.
Also, Hero Landing, just saying.
Yep.
How the fuck she does that as a normal person?
Well, she's got really good knees.
Good knees.
She's got flexibility.
Yeah, she's no get out.
She's got flexibility.
She's no get out, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, glankles.
Oh my god, see if he fought. I hope he. Nah, anyway.
They're not, because it's not based on the game, man. It's based on the books.
I know,
so he's not going to fall, and he's going to somehow fall from a tiny ladder and die. Love that game. Favourite game of 2019. Witcher 3.
Best game ever. My favourite game ever.
Good game, not the best game ever.
Anyway, that was news.
That was news, yeah. I mean, we're going to move on to your choice.
Big man.
Which was Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring.
Yes.
I've got to ask you, man, I don't know what you're going to do with this, but what's the story?
Man must deliver parcel with a group of friends.
Parcel? You know, parcel? You could say ring. It's called Lord of the Rings. You're allowed to say that if you've not seen it.
Man goes to deliver ring with friends.
Yeah. I mean, who hasn't seen Lord of the Rings at this point?
There were one person, who were like, I've never seen
Middle Earth. Yeah. Lord, I'll take that. I'll take that. It's better than nothing.
I don't want to try and be like, 7 hobbits and a friend.
No, it's more just like, the Hobbit has to deliver the ring to Mordor to destroy evil.
Say spoilers.
What do you mean spoilers? It's Lord of the Rings. Who hasn't? Most people have seen Lord of the Rings.
True.
So I want to know why you picked this.
To be fair, I picked it because I kind of forgot about Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
And I was kind of like, I wonder if Lord of the Rings still holds up.
It does.
It does. It has its flaws, but it holds up.
Okay. I mean, We may as well start in where we always do. I mean,
first off, I'll kick
it. You fire off.
How did you feel about the backstory that we got right at the beginning? Which was quite an in-depth backstory. I know it was needed.
I think they're great because it happens in every single movie.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the one is in the Two Towers, but this one is obviously this.
Yeah.
And then the third one is you about Spiegel and stuff. But I can't remember what the one is in Two Towers.
I liked that because I forgot. Because the last lot.
It's an easy way of setting it up.
Yeah.
How do you feel that it's Gladriel, aka the Queen Elf, that does the voice over it, not like someone else who's more predominant?
I liked that because she was really. Because her performance kind of makes her seem like she's on the fence.
I think she's really important, and I'll explain why later.
Alright. Cool.
Anyway, what you saying?
Cool. Yeah, I liked that. And it kind of makes me feel like, men are pieces of shit.
Well, I mean, out of everything who gets the rings, the men kind of get it the tightest by getting made the Nazgul.
Yeah. Poor bastards.
Where they're like...
Wait. Is it Nazgul the Flying Thing?
No. What the Nazgul ride, I don't know, but they're another film, so we can have that discussion later on.
Okay.
But yeah, they get made to be Nazgul, where I guess the elves just get away with it, and the dwarfs are already dead.
Yeah, like this kind of bugged me, right? Every motherfucker got a ring.
Out of the elves, the dwarfs, and the men, yeah.
Yeah. Why is it only the men got it tight?
I think it's because of as they kind of explain in the film, that men are more corruptible, because you see where it talks about how the age of man is near ending, and there's that whole vibe of like they can't trust men, and like there's the whole
the last decent man was that race, that family,
and ever since then it's kind of been fucked up. So I feel like it's a kind of they succumb more to it, and the rest kind of they're distrusted. I feel that's what I feel like it is.
Yeah,
but they don't really explain it what happened to the elves and the dwarfs. Well, their rings kind of got nothing unless it was the dwarfs in the mine, but I don't think it was. They never really explain what dwarfs get it. They probably maybe do in the book, but I haven't read the books. So
yeah, like where is it? Is it what's the dwarf's name?
Gimli,
yeah. Mm-hmm. So, like, he seems to have the ring on. He has one of the rings on during the film. Like, as he's just walking about.
He isn't one of the. He isn't one of the. He's like one of the sons. None of the people of the Fellowship are people who got a ring.
No, I know, but I think it's like one of those things where it's just passed down to a point where it's an important thing, but it's not like, oh my god.
I think that maybe after the Saruman got destroyed, maybe they became pointless.
Yeah.
I think it's, to be honest, the ones that really matter are the Nazgul.
Yeah.
But they're just servants of Saruman.
I was using IDBM to like look at the thing to see the name of the characters and all this stuff to make me cute. And it's got Sauron as Salan Baker, and he's not a white man, so I'm like, Ken, what? I'm not gonna fucking use you.
You mean the Eye, who does the voice for the Eye in the ring?
Is that the guy? Is that? I was totally. Why is he at the top? That's fucking fucked up.
Saruman and Sauron are different people.
Yeah, no, one's white, one's
they're really similar.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the score. I love the music.
Yeah,
the music is amazing.
In so well with every moment in it.
It's absolutely. I love the Orc March. I love the Shire song or theme. I love the when they fight in theme. I love the classic Lord of the Rings one. Yeah. Probably the Orc March is my favourite.
Yeah.
You know the that one.
It's really weird, but it gives me old wrestling vibes.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
I'm like, yeah, I like that.
I mean, I'll wait until. I mean, we may as well talk about, like, obviously, how do you feel about the setup with Bilbo and Gandalf?
I'll what I really liked, and I think it's only after, because I've seen The Hobbit, where like Bilbo
completely differs.
Yeah, but like how Gandalf and Frodo are talking, and Frodo's like, "Oh, but I the dragon," and Gandalf's like, "Oh, that's such a long time ago," and we went deep into a cave, and I'm kind of like, when I first watched it, I'd have been like, I have no idea what this is, but now I've seen it, and it sets it up so well. And then Bilbo Bilbo's performance at trying to split between himself and the ring is just, I think that was amazing.
It's like a mini Gollum.
Yeah, and it's kind of, I don't think he needed the face thing. See where his face gets like he's barking at him.
And when they go to Riverdale.
Yeah, but I like how the setup is like, oh, it's his birthday and you're all coming here, and he uses it as an escapes means.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was the best way to do it, because I do like it when films, especially this one, where it is serious, but it's kind of like, hey, we're all happy people, and it's just the pure mischief of it all was really well done.
I love obviously when he goes to see Saruman and they he turns on him, and obviously you've got to work at a certain point where, you know, Christopher Lee's really old and Ian McKellen's really old, so it was kind of a lot of, when wizards fight they just trip each other up.
Literally what I was watching it going, they're just like two men slipping.
Yeah, but at this point, when it is wizard on wizard, they're just using their staffs to make the kind of fling. But they are getting bloody in some way, so they are doing more than just fling damage.
The bit where Gandalf's just spinning around, I thought was hilarious. Like, it's so stupid but brilliant at the same time. I
think it's really good, and you can tell like it starts as in basically when Gandalf starts realising that Saruman is working for Sauron. So,
yeah, okay, I find it weird where he kind of just doesn't really figure it out straight away.
I think it's he kind of, as soon as he sees that he's using the ball is when he starts getting inklings. And then like I feel like after all the doors shut, that's maybe when you like, you have.
Yeah.
And obviously he uses the eagles to get off the top, which, you know, that
we'll wait till the last film for that.
Yeah, but I already have the answer.
Yeah, they were meant to fly.
No,
they were, because that's why Gandalf goes, fly you fools. Anyway.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Not even close.
Okay.
The reason why that happens is because the eagles only turn up in certain circumstances. They only turn up, like, you can't just call them willy-nilly. That thing has to come over to you. You can't just be like, yo, eagles, give me a lift. It genuinely happens in they choose to come help you. You don't just get them.
Yeah.
Because in every single time, even in The Hobbit, the little thing comes over and the eagles come and save them. They can't just be like, yo, eagles, give us a lift. It doesn't work like that.
Okay. Just seems like convenience. But anyway.
Plus, how shit would the film be?
I know.
It's just an eagle drop and then that's it. And then the credits just come down. How shit would that be?
That would be hilarious, to be honest with you. I would think that's so funny. What do you think about the pub scene?
I like the pub scene. I like
Ryder.
I do like the pub scene. Yeah, Ryder, and he explains about the Nazgul.
Yeah.
I think the noise for the Nazgul is real cool.
Yeah. Even when they're just kind of like they even breathe in, it's like, wow, this is fucking.
I do think that so one obviously scene. I know that we're not really going to talk about the other ones because again we've got plans for that.
Yeah.
But you know the third one.
Yeah.
Right, the one who like is the king.
Yeah.
Is that still the same one for the first one? Who's the one leading them? Is it the same Nazgul?
Yeah, it will be.
Like, why is he not such a big deal then?
I feel like it's because he's not he's not the threat.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Whereas the first one is like, oh my god, we know about Sauron and we know about his eye and all this stuff, but the only ones that can really get us is at the beginning, the Nazguls.
Right, they're not as in, so that it's not the full force of Sauron. Yeah. Okay, that I can understand that makes sense.
Also, Frodo's the fucking worst delivery man ever.
Well, I feel like at the later on, obviously, he starts to be better with the ring, but I feel like it's such this entity to take over you. But yeah, his go-to move to hide away is put it on, which is what he got told not to do.
Yeah. Like, what do we do? Don't put it on. It's bad for you. Okay.
But I can understand why he gets that feeling.
Yeah.
Especially with the Nazgul following them, because after they sort of make it to Riverdale, the elf place, the Nazgul aren't following them anymore.
Yeah.
But
also his two companions are fucking nippy.
Who? Merriam? I love Merriam.
I love them, but literally 90% of the shit that happens to them in this film is because of those two fucking up.
Yeah, which obviously when you look at the first one, that is very true. and they get their own progression as well.
Yeah.
Because like one of my favourite moments in all of Lord of the Rings is in a different film.
Yeah.
But it's to do with them because of their progression. For me, my favourite character who has always been the best from day one and who is the best through every single film is Sam.
Yeah.
I think Sam is the best.
I like Aragorn.
He is also fantastic. The whole fighting with who he really is, but he always is a good person.
Yeah.
Just for me, I feel like Sam is just the epitome of the good guy. He's like the Captain America of the Lord of the Rings world. He's just the epitome of good.
He's who you've based your life on, Like you are.
Well, I'm about the same weight.
I wouldn't say the same height.
I love bread.
I still love bread.
I mean,
bread and cheese.
So I mean, I think he has also great character build. Like even just the small moments where. The whole like he's the last step and that's the furthest he's been away from home. Just those tiny moments I think are really important, and it kind of shows the growth. That's one thing I love about the Fellowship is that even though it's massive and when they do eventually all come together, nobody ever feels like they're forgotten about. I think probably, in my opinion, the one that feels the most forgotten about the Fellowship is probably Legolas. He doesn't have too much to do in this apart from doing cool arrow shit. And then feeling part of when they go see the elves.
Even then.
And being Aragorn's pal. That's maybe about it.
He stands up at the meeting and Aragorn's like, calm down, pal.
Yeah, I feel like that he's probably that gets the least, but Gimli gets the mind stuff. Aragorn has the stuff with who he really is. Boromir has Gondor stuff. All the hobbits have something. Gandalf has the stuff with Saruman / trying to help them.
Yeah, sorry, my tablet's talking to us. So.
No, that's fine. I mean, do you want to talk about like?
What about Liv Tyler's moment?
I like her. I think she's okay in this. She gets better later on.
Yeah.
But she doesn't get too much in this. And one thing, did you know? Obviously, it's not that hard to notice, but when they're waiting for her, they're standing next to the trolls.
Aye.
Yeah.
The trolls for the first film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one that Bilbo's mentions. Yeah.
I saw it the day. I was like, oh fuck, that's the same fucking one.
Yeah. Obviously, they show it in the Hobbit where they actually. It might be a bit different, but it is the whole like they stand next to the trolls, which does happen in the Hobbit. Which
that's
I do. I like the Weathertop fight. I always remember doing that in the game.
The what one?
The top, the Weathertop bit. That's what it's like called, that thing. They call it something there, but it's that surrounded it,
the fallen tower or whatever.
With the Nazgul attack.
Aye. Yeah, aye.
I feel like Aragorn was like using them as bait.
A wee bit. Because he just disappeared.
He
just fucking disappeared. Oh wait, they're here.
He does use a bit of them as bait, yeah. But again, as per usual, the other hobbits are making a fire, and like you say, Merry and Pippin.
Just fucking.
They don't realise the level of what they're dealing with. They
don't understand what's going on.
I think they understand what's going on. I just don't think they know the level of how serious it is until after they obviously in the end of this they get captured, and they maybe then after that like they realise how bad thing is, and obviously they end up with another like again that's another.
Because they never got second breakfast.
Man, who doesn't need saying?
I know,
see all the bits that have become like really famous from these movies with the whole like second breakfast, and the whole like one doesn't simply as well.
That's like meme central.
Yeah,
like, that's one of the biggest memes ever.
Do you want to talk about Boromir? Because I forgot how good Sean Bean is in this.
I fucking loved see his performance. See when he met the Elf Queen.
Yes.
Like. When she looks at him, you can just see the sweat pissing off him. Because she kens.
Before we go to the Queen, which is again, like I said, I feel like she's incredibly important. We have to talk about probably one of the best bits in the entire movie, probably one of the best bits in all three movies, is the mines. I think it's the Mines of Moria is a fantastic bit. Right, even from the get-go where they fight that weird tentacle squid.
Yeah.
From the whole sequence with the cave troll.
Just even try to get into the door.
Yeah.
Where it's Frodo that figures it out.
Yeah.
Is that the same door for the Hobbit? Meant how they're at the door at the Hobbit and they're like, we need to go under the moon and all this shit.
I don't know. Generally, I couldn't answer that without me. Probably somebody would be like, no.
Saying that, probably wouldn't be, because that place went into had a fucking dragon.
It's probably so it's not the same. But the whole bit with the cave troll and obviously the Balrog. I love the Balrog. Yeah.
Also, Pippin making the thing
again, fucking up.
Yeah.
I think it was it's Pippin. It's Pippin. Yeah.
It's a.
But I love how when they fuck up, they still don't just stand back and do nothing. They always get in the fight.
Yeah, like they're always like, let's get fucking in there.
Yeah, because when
again, Frodo just loves to be stabbed. Like he just fucking loves it.
The reason why they did that is for the Mithril bit. That's the whole reason why they did that. Because it's the whole everything of wearing Mithril. The armour that Bilbo gets.
Yeah. What's so special about it?
Because it's like incredibly lightweight and strong. Yeah. So they did. That's the reason why the whole like, he's a bit more sneaky than we thought and all that stuff. I love the fact that the cave troll kind of does still go for him. Like he still is important. Like even the cave troll knows.
Yeah, so the cave troll feels it, and I love that everyone just gets in there.
Yeah,
like they're just like fucking jump on him, shoot him with arrows, fucking let's do everything. It's just so fucking. It's such a good moment.
And then obviously they face off against the Balrog, and the Balrog still looks cool.
I'm sorry, but see, just before we get to that, but see when all the orcs just fucking crawl out of other holes, I was like, my god, that's fucking cool.
And then they all shit themselves.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, what's this?
And the infamous "You shall not pass" is a fantastic moment, and I like it. Now I'm set up for it. Like I'm set up for it. I've seen it several times. This is not the first time I've seen this. I've seen this loads and loads of times. But the first time I ever saw it in the cinema, watching Gandalf go, I was a fucking wreck.
Yeah.
Like I was just like 2001, so I would have been.
You've been
10 years old. I'm pretty sure this fucking destroyed me.
Yeah.
Watching him.
See, it's really weird because it's been so long since I watched it. See, when he first goes, "You shall not pass," I'm like, I feel like that had more impact on me. And then he obviously fucking goes, "You shall not," and screams at it. Like,
it's the same as the the whole misconception of, he says, everybody thinks it's "run, you fools," but it's not. It's "fly, you fools." Yeah.
Yeah, which is obviously I'm saying get the birds and fly. Just saying. Why would they say fly? It makes no sense.
Because one of them's secretly a bird.
Oh fuck! Is it like Mulan where the cunt's got a magical ability to change it? Is that what it is? I thought so.
I don't know. I think it's. I don't know. I don't know why he says fly. Maybe because that's how it is in the book. Maybe.
Again, but even in the book, it makes no sense.
I know it makes no sense, but just it's still a heartbreaking moment. But now knowing what happens later on.
Yeah.
I was. Aye, so you want to talk about the Galadriel, the elf queen?
Aye, let's talk about her.
So I think, obviously, she tells Frodo that Boromir's going to try and take the ring, which then convinces Frodo to go himself or with Sam, because Sam doesn't let him go himself. I think she tells Boromir to go for it.
Like, go for the ring?
I do.
But he did tell her that. He did. He turned around. She was like, "There's only one hope left." Remember he was talking to Aragorn, and he was like, "Yeah, she was in my head. I heard her voice."
Yeah,
I agree with you. I think she's been like, "Get the ring."
But I think he talks about how Gondor and stuff like that. She was in my head. I think she convinced, because obviously she has certain things about. She knows what's going to happen in the future slightly. I think she knew that Frodo needed to go by himself. So I think she told the one out of all of them who's most likely to try and take it off him, I think she told him to do it. That's why I think she's a lot more important than just a bit. I think she genuinely...
it's like she sees that if he goes with him, they'll fuck up.
It's something, obviously, he needs to do this on his own or with one person.
Yeah. But she couldn't have been like, stay away from the cunt that crawls. Kill him straight away. Just the minute you see him, kill him there.
But it's more like it's a weird thing you have to set up. But I do think that he was like, the only way you're going to save Gondor is by getting it. Yeah. Like, not saying go for it, but I feel like the way to save Gondor is by getting him the ring, and that obviously he loves his place, his land. So he was like, I need to take it. But I also love that. So have you noticed that it happens the same with Bilbo as Boromir? Is that when someone tries to take the ring aggressively, immediately right after, when they come to their senses, they're like emotional and scared.
Yeah.
Because when Bilbo gets like the weird angry face, and then he gets like upset, after it and apologises for everything. When Boromir tries to physically take it off Frodo, after that is when he's like covered in leaves and he goes like, Frodo, and starts acting really scared and like sniffles and stuff. It's like when it takes you over and you fail, you get like really sad.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that? I think it only happens in this. Because
even the Queen, she was like, "You're giving it to me," and he's like, "Yeah," and she's kind of going, like, totally,
she does the whole mental evil thing, but then goes, "Oh, I passed the test." She's not as like hingy about it, but I feel like she didn't try and when he offers someone, it's different. But the two people that tried to take it from him in some way, shape, or form after it got like really weirdly emotional.
Yeah.
I didn't know. It's not that I found that strange. It's the whole basically the power of the ring. They sort of kept it consistent. One thing I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
Same as when he did offer it to someone. Like I love the Gandalf. Like wants it but doesn't want it. Same as Aragorn. I feel like he wants it but doesn't want it. The same thing.
Yeah.
And again, like Legolas and Gimli, they're not so important in this movie.
Yeah.
I mean, we may as well get even more heartbreaking. Do you want to talk about fucking Boromir's death?
Aye, what a fucking sacrifice.
Obviously, Sean Bean, he's got to go.
He's got to die. You know what I mean? Just such a good performance by him to change his character, really, for the fact that he was totally like this guy who you could tell that he wants the ring.
Definitely.
One does not simply not just use the ring.
One doesn't simply walk into Mordor, yes.
Yeah, just...
Even though technically they just do.
Yeah, no, let's not touch it.
Yeah, but giant spider.
Giant spider?
Yeah.
Oof. But yeah, I thought his performance was really well. And
one thing we have to talk about before he dies is probably and I know that we don't, sometimes we do it in the things we're talking about, but my favourite shot in the movie is when Legolas and Aragorn hear the Horn of Gondor, and there's like a sweeping shot coming down the mountains, watching all the orcs like go down to Boromir, and it's got them all, and it like sweeps down until it's above Boromir, showing him fighting, and it just shows like the caliber of how many orcs are there. I thought that was just a fantastic like shot.
Yeah,
I think it just makes it's just that thing that made me realise it by watching it again.
It was so impactful with the fact that you're kind of like, even though he kens he's fucked, he's going to call for them, but he's still going to fight.
Yeah, I thought that it was. He got a hero's death.
Yeah.
And that orc that kills him is cool. That's probably one of the faults that I have. Is there's a scene where Saruman says to him that like he's like, do you know what Uruk-hai were? They were once elves and that. I wish they explored that more.
Yeah.
About how the Uruk-hai were basically like tortured dark elves. I wish there was more explanation with that, but they kind of just mention it once, then he dies and it never comes up again.
Yeah, I would really like to see more
Uruk-hai. Not like obviously they are in other movies, but like more like basically
this is how shit happened.
Like as in important Uruk-hai, because it seems to me like he was like a boss Uruk-hai.
Yeah, because I kind of feel like I feel like I want to know more about the elves in general. Because they kind of just like, oh, we're here. By the way, we're away. We're going on a ship. Also, I'd like to know where that goes. And
we'll definitely. Again, we're going to talk about this after this, I think.
Yeah.
But the death, his death is rough.
Yeah.
He keeps fighting. In my opinion, it's probably Sean Bean's best death.
Yeah.
Unless you want to take Game of Thrones into the equation.
Nah, that's one's still better.
I mean, there is one where he gets pulled apart by horses in a movie called Black Death or something. I think that's a pretty rough Sean Bean death.
But this was more impactful, I feel.
Emotionally, I love that he accepts Aragorn at the end as well. That's a good moment.
I like the bit where it's like we go back and people see the leaders are here and we can join and we'll win our way and we'll win it all, and it's kind of just like, oh fuck, he's dead now. You know what I mean? And I feel like that really changes Aragorn's character, where he's kind of like, okay, I need to step up.
Yeah,
I need to be this guy.
Because he said it's like the first time he ever says to a person like our people, as in Gondor, as in because he's the heir of God, like it's our people. Because even after it, Boromir's like, oh, our people.
Because he's always, even though he's always there fighting, it's really after they let Frodo go, where he's kind of like, if we're together, we can do this.
I love the cat, like the somehow shifts, and you'll see it in other films too. But like I know it's like jumping all the way back, but you know when the Fellowship first forms, and Gimli and Legolas have that altercation.
Yeah.
And then when they all join up and Gimli says like, "Oh, you'll have my axe," you notice it goes to Legolas's face, and he does the elf version of rolling his eyes because Gimli's part of the crew.
Yeah.
And I just love how like at the beginning he's like, "Oh, for fuck's sake," and then like throughout even just this film and other films they become like great friends.
Yeah.
So even just the Fellowship itself has amazing character growth. Which I think is brilliant, just from an acting standpoint and a screen and then like the writing standpoint as well.
I love this film. I love the way it's shot. Then when some of the CGI bits, I'm kind of like, okay,
some of it's not that bad. Like the troll looked pretty good for 2001.
The troll looks good. The running or walking down steps look ridiculous, but I'm just going to leave it as it is.
Are you talking about like when they're
running through the dwarf's dungeon? They're running down the steps away from the big fire.
What I noticed the most was when they're on they're on the two steps and they have to jump from the other side, and then the one that Aragorn and Frodo, Sam breaks, and they've got to wait till it swings, and you see them standing on it when it swings forward. I was like, yeah, you could tell it's been a good wee while since this came out.
But even the fact
the Balrog still looks pretty good though.
Oh,
the troll looked pretty good.
Yeah, I love the fact that all the orcs are actual people. Like, see, you get films where it's like, oh, we'll have like 100, but we'll put like 1,000.
Obviously, some of them, like when they circle them, some of them are obviously hanging, but like the ones that are running in where Boromir deaths, they're all you could tell they're all just guys in suits. So I agree with that.
Also, what else was it? Like, I like the fact that it's literally just kids running around with adults most of the time.
When it's not a close-up shot.
It's shot so well. You can go, that's a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But like, you're kind of like, this is fucking good.
So, you want to talk about the end? Obviously, Sam
betrays everybody and runs away.
No, the whole like Frodo tries to get away and Sam won't let him go.
That is, besides Boromir's death, that's one of the saddest bits of the film.
I don't know why that would start to get me as well. I was told yeah, I know Sam survives. Like, it's not about him dying. It was just the whole like willing to almost drown for his friend because he made a promise to Gandalf that he wouldn't leave him alone.
I won't leave you.
Which was amazing. It's just like, again, that's why Sam is the best.
Frodo's a bit of a dick. I feel like Frodo's really I know yourself.
You know yourself, but this isn't Frodo's a dick movie.
No,
Fellowship of the Ring isn't Frodo's a dick.
But it just tells me that he's going to turn into a wee fanny.
Well, we've got like, I mean, what are you going to give it out of 5?
5.
You going 5?
I'm going 5. There's nothing really wrong with the film.
It's my favourite out of all 3 that I can say off the top of my head right now. So I'll give it a 5 too.
Yeah.
I'll give it a 5 from a great perspective. So I'm going to say this now, and I know we always wait to the end.
No, we wait to the end to give you time to think.
Well, no, sometimes
you've actually pre-planned this
sometimes
time.
I've got it off the top of my head, but this one is a given, and I wasn't sure if I was going to do it, but I am. The next choice is the Two Towers, man.
Yeah,
it's happening.
Sweet.
So if you don't pick the next one after that, it's going to be real awkward.
After the next one, I'm going to pick The Hobbit.
No, you're not. The next one's the Two Towers, man.
I'm game for that.
We're watching the next one.
I'm not making noises, but I need to move.
The first official Pointless Point of View trilogy will be The Lord of the Rings. I firmly believe, unless you don't pick Return of the King.
How angry would you be if I
Very annoyed. But yeah, I think this should be, in my opinion, the first Pointless Point of View trilogy. The one after another.
I love it. It's Christmas time and we're like, we don't care. We're not picking a Christmas film.
Yeah, like I mean, at the end of the day, I'm going to watch Die Hard on Christmas Day. And
I've already watched one. I've started a Christmas film already.
What did you watch then?
The Santa Claus.
Fair enough.
I'll
be watching Die Hard on Christmas Day because, again, Die Hard's the best Christmas movie of all time.
Yes.
Facts.
True.
Okay, I mean, how do you want to do this? What we've done lately then? How about you fire off with your TV and your movies? I'll do my TVs and my movies, and then
we'll hit games.
And then we'll talk about one that we've both played, and then the other one is the and one that is another. We'll talk about Jedi, and we'll talk about Death Stranding.
Movie wise, like I said, my only movie I've watched lately is Santa Claus.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
is that film? Well, I watched The Irishman, that you have not seen yet. No. So I'm not going to do too much in it, but it's good.
Is it Goodfellas good?
No, it's not as good as Goodfellas. It's definitely good though. Joe Pesci's fantastic. Like all the performances from Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, and Joe Pesci are all fantastic.
Yeah.
But fuck me, it's long. It's 3.5 hours long. It's long.
Does it need to be?
No, it doesn't need to be that long. I do believe it doesn't need to be that long. It's but it's not a bad movie, and I think that Robert De Niro is probably the best out of all the performances, closely followed by probably Pacino. But it's the story of Jimmy Hoffa.
Yeah.
More around the story of Jimmy Hoffa and the person who Robert De Niro plays, a man that paints houses, aka Hitman.
Yeah.
It's mostly centered around. It sort of starts with Robert De Niro's movie, and then it shifts into about Jimmy Hoffa. A lot of good supporting cast, and it's definitely shot like a Scorsese film. There's some violence, but because it's a lot of old men in the film, it's mostly just like there's not a lot of like thingy, but it's more just like if they get rid of someone, they just like shoot them and move. There's not a lot of like
massive beatings.
It's not like that, where they beat the guy someone up in Goodfellas, where they beat the guy up and then put him in the trunk and all that. Yeah. There's none of that sort of stuff. But it's definitely good. I don't know how I feel about the ending. I think I'll probably need to talk about that with you once you've seen it.
I've seen it, yeah.
Yeah. And then I watched Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil and Vile.
Yes.
Which is the Zac Efron Ted Bundy movie. It's good. I think that Ted Bundy's performance is fantastic. It focuses a lot more on the trial than it does anything else, but it does show how evilly charming he was.
Yeah, but you expected that though. You expected them to really stay away from the horror.
I did expect them that. They do make you root for him a little bit. They make him sympathetic, but there is they sort of turn on its head in the end, and they kind of just show how much of an evil bastard he really, really was. Yeah. They don't go into full how much of an evil bastard he was, but they definitely don't leave you saying like, I was a good guy.
Yeah.
So yeah. What about TV shows wise?
I started Outlander, which I didn't think I was going to get to. I didn't think I was going to try it, but it's actually quite good. It's it's the old fucking chestnut. It's just lassie goes back in time, meets a Scotsman. Kind of the world gets fucked up, and she's an assassin.
Because of that? Because of meeting the Scotsman, or?
It's merely a case of she's been like, I want to go home, 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 and then like she just comes to a point where she's kind of like, I don't know if I want to do that. At the point I'm at anyway, and it's a good story. Like there's a twist in a bit, a court scene which I'll not go into because just in case anyone wants to watch it, and it's got a bit of a fucking like, wow, I didn't see that coming type moment.
Okay.
But it's really good, and the actors in it are actually amazing.
Okay.
Also, season 6 of Vikings was on, so I started watching that. Which, I think it's the final season, so hopefully it goes well.
Probably talk more about it when it's over, or?
Yeah, I'll go more into depth with it. It's still, I think Vikings in general is a great show. Like, it's one you have to watch. It has dipped in the last year or two.
Quality.
Yeah, but that's mainly because like Ragnar Lothbrok, the actor, like character was just so. What's the word for it? So he's charming. Everyone was so massive. Still in it?
Is Edge still in it?
I've not seen Edge this season, but it's still in at the end last.
Okay, that's fine. That's all I care about.
That's how he matters. He doesn't speak to anybody. But that's it. Boo. What about you? TV shows?
I just watched season 2 of Final Space. It was on Netflix. Even better than the first one.
Aye.
I can't recommend it any highlier. I'm not going to talk about it in much detail because you haven't seen it, and I know you watched the first season. Yes. But it is brilliant. It's funnier. They still keep on with the emotional story as much as keeping it silly. They've put more characters in it. There's my favourite character. So in the first one, the ship who talked to him. Yeah. In this one, the ship has a body now, but it's like a little really slow robot. He is my favourite. I think he's fucking hilarious. The guy with loads of eyes who with a lisp, he He has more this season, but it's definitely upped itself in quality, and I think it's fantastic.
Nice.
So game-wise.
Games.
So
right.
I know you've been playing a lot of Call of Duty.
Yeah, but
you've kind of talked.
Season 1 Call of Duty, boy.
Cool. I know that you've obviously talked about that all together. So, do you want to talk about Jedi first? Because I know you've not.
Yeah, let's tap on Jedi.
So let's just get out there first that Death Stranding and Jedi, I have both finished.
Yes.
I
have finished one, in a sense that I gave up.
Right.
But we'll get to that.
Well, so Jedi.
I am.
How much you played? Like a couple hours?
Yeah, I am on the planet that's in the trailer we saw.
You're on Kashyyyk. The Chewie planet.
Yeah. That one's awesome. I love this game.
It's good.
I really do. I'm playing it as Jedi Master, which sometimes sucks actual boss.
How do you feel about the Dark Souls elements?
I feel the thing with it is, I like the fact that you get your abilities you can get it straight back what your XP from
you just need to
person.
Hit. You just need to hit them.
I feel like, I don't know if it gets less and less as the game goes on, but there's so many meditation points. I feel
it gets less later.
It gets less and less. Then I'll probably get to a point where, where the fuck are these things?
They do get. There is bigger gaps between them later on. Yeah.
Yeah. It looks.
There's a lot of times later on where I killed a lot of enemies and had quite a bit of XP and was like, it's easier for me to go back to the one that I knew than going forward to try and wait to get to a new one.
So there's even been times like that for me where I'm kind of like, shit, where am I going to go?
Which is the whole point in it, though. Yeah. That's what I feel like the whole point in it. There is definitely.
I feel like you could really farm XP if you wanted to, doing that.
Yeah, definitely. I think the bit you could probably farm a lot of XP is second planet in the ice. You just go. You could probably meditate, go round in a circle, meditate, go round in a circle, meditate. You could probably farm a lot of XP, but I find out definitely later on certain planets, even though there is a distance, like because when it starts getting quite a fair bit between meditation spots, that's when you're in your groove of the combat.
Yeah.
So it never feels like. It's too hard.
I'm still terrible at parrying. Yeah. I am a dodge. Hit,
there are some enemies that definitely help with parrying, but I will tell you later on. Obviously, this comes down to you if you do decide to change the difficulty. I did it on Jedi Knight, not Jedi Master, which is normal, and I will still say that it's fucking hard. And if you do it on Jedi Master, and anybody who's done it on harder difficulties, credit where credit's due, because I was happy enough with the difficulty level on medium for me, but there is definitely some bosses later on that are very hard, and there is also another bit which is probably the very last level where it isn't a spoiler and it isn't a spoiler, but where you are, it's sort of like the third last area you ever go into.
Yeah.
And it's basically like a single room, and everything you've ever faced stormtrooper wise and purge trooper wise gets chucked at you waves in this room. And there is at least about 6 to 7 waves. Fuck. And you've got to do it in a one-er without thinking each time. Wow. And I swear to God, when I finished it, I had no stims left, and my health was like one hit away. I was fighting, those droids.
Yeah.
There was 4 droids they chuck at you, and I had one left, and I was like, if I get hit, I'm gonna have to do this all again.
Oh.
And I was like, hit, get away. Like it took me like 10 minutes just to beat this one droid, but I was like, if I get hit once, I'm dead.
Yeah.
So it will be points where it ups in difficulty, and if you stay on Jedi Master, credit where credit's due, but I wouldn't be surprised, especially at some boss fights and stuff like that, if you do not put the difficulty down. Because I never put it down to easy because it looked too easy for the way the parry difficulty, and they looked like too easy. So I kept it on Jedi Knight, and even at points where I struggled, but I was like, I could do this. It's just going to kick my ass for a bit.
Yeah.
But on Jedi Master, I feel like it would kick my ass a lot.
Yes.
But it's a great game.
Oh, aye.
I experienced no bugs.
I've had one. I kind of you went to do a finisher and the fucking robot shot up in the air and it's like I did a body slam to him, which there's also a bit where I was running and like there's a stormtrooper standing to the left of me and the fucker was floating. So I'm kind of like, all right.
How do you feel about the people saying that this is basically just an Uncharted Dark Souls rip-off, but with Star Wars? Like they've literally just handpicked bits from different games, and it's not like they've just handpicked things from different games, and EA's been like, don't do anything too different, try and stay in the normality a bit.
So they took people are angry at people taking bits from games that everyone loves. I don't care.
I think that basically, like, at this point, what people expect from a Star Wars game or even a single play is never going to be as good as what they think. It's never going to be as good as what they think. But this is the best thing EA's done with the Star Wars things that they've ever done.
Oh yeah, I agree so far. Prince of Persia, right, did it first. Uncharted did it after that. Everything carries on, and every people always pick
something
stuff.
Something takes something from something in some way, shape, or form.
Look at Neo. Neo took Dark Souls. You know what I mean? Two different companies. Yeah. But at the end of the day, they take something. And
I think it's because the whole mentality of like it's because it's Star Wars.
What
people
did they
expect.
Want?
That's the thing. This is the best thing that EA has done.
Fly in a ship, drop down, fight somebody, then jump back out again. That's all they could have done.
Mm-hmm. It was either going to be this or Force Unleashed. Like it was going to be like, in my opinion, this is great. And again, like I say, this is the best thing that EA has done with the license.
Yes.
But I do think it's done really well, and I think we're going to get another one as well. So
good.
I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
And they could just refine it after that, as long as they don't make it too difficult. Because I feel like because it's Star Wars, I was willing to deal with the difficulty, and like when it started like kicking the shit out of me, I was already like more than halfway through, so I was like, well, I'm playing it now. I wasn't going to give up. There was at least two bosses that kicked the shit out of me for a long time.
Yeah.
And when you get there, I want to know, because I think that's our other friend who played it said that the boss that I was talking to him about is when he put the difficulty down.
Oh, right.
So if you get there and if you turn the difficulty down, then I completely accept your thing.
Yeah.
Because it sucks balls. He's all about parrying too as well.
Aye.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
He sucks a lot.
Right. Move on to the last game.
Right. I mean, this is going to be something that's very rarely happens in this podcast, where I think completely different from Callum.
Yep.
So I finished Death Stranding, and Callum has officially given up on Death Stranding.
Yes.
The Callum is only on chapter 5, which I feel like isn't even...
It's not even halfway.
It's not even halfway. It's not even
I put my hand up. The game isn't a bad game.
Mm-hmm.
The game's just not for me. And Fizz, I just can't accept it.
No, I can't accept it. If you don't think it's not for you, that's completely understandable. I just think that every time that you tried to get into it, you had a lot of bad luck hammed your way.
Yeah.
I definitely, and I was on the headset talking to you with it, because you were basically talking to me on the headset, like basically explaining like, I'm near my breaking point, I need you to try and talk to me here because I don't want to stop playing.
Yeah. But
at this point, I really want to stop playing.
Yes.
And every single time that you were getting into a groove, just bad things kept happening.
Yeah. Like, you need to go cross this thing. Cool, I'll cross that. Climb up, wait, bang. There's no roof there, but all my stuff just fell off down the fucking mountain.
I don't, because obviously I wasn't there to watch you play, so
after you go past it to your right, there's that big cavern. So there's a big gap. You have to. I have to get on the other side. Yeah. Right.
That's where I got my truck stuck, by the way. Remember that photo? That's where I got the truck stuck.
Right. I get. Yeah, because you tried to jump it,
in the truck.
Yeah. So that.
And it got stuck.
No, I went for the big one, so I went down.
See, well, mine got stuck, and I had to get out, and then I fell down after I got out.
But I got up, and once I got up, the guys had already scanned, the fucking mules had already scanned and seen where I was, so that by the time I got up again with all my stuff, they were throwing sticks at me. And I was like,
they were chucking the things at you,
yeah. They were sticks. They're
like electric sticks, yeah.
Still sticks.
So I've finished it now. The last time I did this pod, I was about halfway through.
Yeah.
I've finished it now. Now, I think this is fantastic. This is probably one of my favourite games this year.
It's not that many. So the bar's quite low.
Well, no, that's fair, but obviously I experienced the full story of it all, and that helps a lot.
I know. And
I didn't hate the gameplay. That's the thing. I find it really strange. Like, I actually like...
But you like walking simulators.
I have a guilty pleasure for walking simulators.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Whereas
so
I hate walking simulators.
Do you know what I honestly think? Like an in-depth story... Right?
Yeah.
A really in-depth story. Obviously, some of it's weird as shit because it's Kojima.
Yep.
But a really in-depth story, walking simulator, which is something that I secretly love.
Yep.
Right? And like sort of like this weird world as well.
Yeah.
I think this game is genuinely perfect for me. Like not as in I think it's a perfect game. As in like it's like perfectly for me.
Yeah, like I totally understand that, right? And maybe I'll keep it for. I'll drop back in a week, and hopefully anyone see how the stuff that's in my world is because of the people I started the game with, pretty much.
Yes.
Hopefully, if I wait a week, they've built all the roads, they've built all the bridges. Because, like I said,
bridges you put bridges wherever you want, but the roads go in a specific place.
I understand that you're like, you're kind of taking it away, but I would have happily have had a mode where you go build all the walls. Or it takes nothing to build something.
It does defeat the purpose in the game, though.
I get that, but I would happily have just been like, I need to get to a place.
Because it's weird, like obviously for me, like as much as the walking back and forth is that you just want that over and done with.
Yes.
But for me, that was kind of, I like some of it. I like some of the walking around.
Because you like walking simulators.
But it's not just that. It's when you make it really far with something really heavy on your back, you feel really accomplished.
I know, but see when you walk somewhere, even though your game's told you've picked up the thing that you need, and you walk really far, and you get to a place, and the thing's like, oh, you don't have all of the things we need. You need to go to that bit back there.
You probably drop something then. That's why I don't. Right, please do not take this in the wrong way. But I genuinely think you were playing it wrong.
Well, because I took a vehicle.
No, not that. I just think that because things kept happening to you, and you must have been trying to take too much, or you weren't putting things in the right place.
Literally, two grenades, a bowl of gun, and a anti-BT gun.
Right, but what I want to know is how the things that you did happened to you, but when I did it never happened to me. What did you do compared to me if we're doing the same things?
I have no idea.
Because I had no problems. Like, yes, there was times where I fell and lost my stuff. Yeah, there was times when I got attacked by mules and terrorists. But there was I never made it to a place and they're like, yeah, you left stuff. Like, I always knew what to take and what not to take.
I read a bit and I chucked all my stuff. I'm like, okay, I need all this stuff. So I recycled it all, right? And then they gave me all the stuff, and I was like, cool, put it on my vehicle, because I'll drive a wee bit, and then I'll take it off and put it on my float.
I think, taking the vehicles are good, but also I think that you maybe left stuff on the vehicles, not realising you left stuff on the vehicles.
But the thing was like, it's back at the building, not the vehicle.
So you must have not picked it up for there. Basically, right, here's a question then, right? What you do, right? See when you get loads of stuff, do you auto-correct it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, right, what would have happened there is you would have auto-corrected it, not had enough to fit on your back, and some of it would have gone on the floor. You would not have realised and just left.
No, because when it was a massive walk, right, I wouldn't take loads with me. But it was actually a mission where I was down, I don't know what it was. It was a place just down for the Edgar Wright's bit, and I got the mission. And they're like, oh, you need to go up to the fucking tower, the fucking water fucking weather bit.
Yeah.
I'm like, cool, I'll go there. There was no mention of Edgar Wright's place. No mention it. So I walked all the way up there, and they're like, oh, by the way, your things that you need to go to that place to get it.
So were you doing the missions where you had to collect stuff to take it to... Because there's some missions where it makes you go to a specific area to pick up stuff for another area.
Right, but I wasn't told... It literally went, you need to take this stuff. You need to go to the tower. Cool, I'm going to the tower.
But it shows you on the map you need to go to a different bit first.
No, but I think there's so much stuff flashing on my map. I think I probably just went, oh, that's just something flashing for some strange fucking reason. I clearly walked up there and went, I don't have this stuff.
You can tell what you need. So there's points in the game like where, like the example of, like, you should have done it. Remember where you go to see the guy and you try to get him on the chiral network and he refuses until you go collect stuff in a sort of BT area.
Yeah.
It's like that, and then you have to go to that area, you scan for it, and then you realise, I need this, this, and this. You pick that up, you go back, you give it to him. So those missions you're probably talking about, it was like, I want you to go up to the weather place, but you need to not take what's on your back. Yeah. You need to go get something first. So you went to that, you go to that area, you scan it, you see what you need, you pick it up, you go to the other guy. Like, I understand that you've got that it's infuriating, but I think that you were maybe just not. You were just thinking a lot of it's just like, I'll take it and then go.
Yeah.
But I do agree that every time that you almost go into it, something would happen where it just annoyed the shit at you, and that I can understand.
It got to a point where I was like, I don't care if these things attack me, I'm literally running through here.
See now,
and they wouldn't come after me. I'm like, okay.
See, that's the thing is, I always took it nice and easy around BTs, all the time. Like
I lobbed grenades, I shot the fucking thing, and just kept on running. Half the time they wouldn't get me. The only time they ever got me is when I was on a bike and I stopped.
I never use vehicles through there because later on, like the BTs become.
It's become more aggressive. I'm guessing.
Not more aggressive, but there's bigger ones that are hard to sneak past. But there's also ones where there's loads of them round in an area and you can't run.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those things where
also,
it's
going up to a place, right, and going, here's your delivery. And that person pretty much telling you to fuck off, but will still take a delivery off you. That angered
There's only
me.
a couple of people that do that, though.
But no one should do it. The world is literally getting destroyed. Why would anyone but by the way, we don't need any help. We're okay. Oh, by the way, can you send him 5 packs of blood, please? This person's dying. I'd be like, bitch, please.
Who does that? You say?
No, I'm using it as a description, but I've had like, the old guy especially. I got him on my side.
Yeah,
that's where I went.
You just need to the ones that hate you. You need to get to level 3, and then they're like, we're pals now.
Yeah, I'm just.
But that happens for you. But for me, that wasn't. It was so inconsequential for me.
Yeah, but because I think it all stems to the fact that I hate walking simulators. So climbing a goddamn mountain to get to an old man to give him a parcel.
I still think you went up that mountain and went the wrong way.
Probably, but because I did that 5 times, there was fucking ropes, there was ladders, I was fine. But it was the fact that I don't want to play a game where I have to go up, go down, go up, go down, go left, go right, over the either seat and go back to them. Like, it's just something in me. It's like, I don't know why I did that. It's
genuinely the point in the game, so I can understand why you don't like it.
But I asked you, and you went, Callum, that's 95% of the game, and I'm like, okay, that's just...
apart from boss fights and story bits, the majority of the game is delivering packages.
Yeah, which I get. I get that he's done this, right, so it's not a case of, the game's done 20 minutes. I get that. He is prolonging the game. He has given you a moment to look around the world. He's given you to build
the standard orders you don't have to do.
Yeah, I know, but he's done this thing to try and make the game last longer, right? All it, build roads, how hard...
It's his way of connecting the world.
I get that. And that's this whole thing, so I can't argue with the game in that sense. It's just no for me. Like,
That's fair. That's honestly fair. But I genuinely think it's in my top 10 of games of all time.
But you're in agreement with me. We can't recommend this to people. I could
recommend it to some people, but it's more of like when they say to me, "Am I going to enjoy it?" That I can't answer for people.
Yeah.
And especially when
I asked you,
because there's me like, "What are you going to do?" And I'm like, "Well, what if I tell you? You're going to say it's going to sound boring."
You're going to do a Kojima. You're going to be like, "Oh, we have this, and you just completely leave out the fact that. Well, I mean, at the end of the day,
right? Obviously, before this came out, right, you were really hyped for it.
Yeah, right. Because I'm like, this is going to change the game.
For me, no, you were really hyped for it.
Yeah.
And I was on the fence and thought I was going to hate it.
Yeah.
I genuinely thought I was going to play this for like a couple hours and then hate it. Yeah. All the reviews that I watched, I was like, this looks boring as shit. I'm not going to enjoy this.
And
it's completely 180. I fucking love it, and you hate it.
Yeah. And it's weird. And it annoys me because the world is so fucking beautiful, but I just don't want to walk around it. I just don't. Like, it's
because I mean, we've talked about this off mic. It's because you playing a handball Call of Duty now.
Oh, that's it. I'm all about the Call of Duty, man. I've only put 3 days, 12 hours and 55 minutes in it. I put less time in it Death Stranding. Huh? You put 51 hours. You said it was roughly about 51 hours you did.
That, yeah.
Which is I've done more.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think it was 51 hours in Death Stranding and about
35 in Jedi.
I'd say about 27, 25.
Yeah. So the space of the time you're doing those two, I've played Call of Duty.
Which is exactly what I've been saying to you.
It doesn't matter.
But you know, that's I love Death Stranding.
Yeah, like I'm sorry if you like walking simulators, that's the base. That's the base. Like you have to.
Right? Can we please? You
cannot turn around and tell me it's not a walking simulator.
No. I'm not telling you it's not a walking simulator. What I'm saying to you is that I think we should stop using the word walking simulator as an insult.
It's not an insult. It is not an insult. It is an actual. It is an actual game.
At this point now, it genuinely feels like saying walking simulator is an insult.
No, I get that people out there are like, oh, that's clearly an insult, but it is an actual, like Firewatch. Mm-hmm. It's a walking simulator.
Yep, absolutely. Right? Walking simulator.
There is people out there who like those genres. They like those type of games. If someone was like to me, would I play this? Like, do you like walking simulators? Walking simulators with more action, with more story.
That is a way of putting them together. Like everybody's going to the Rapture. Yeah. You know, Journey, Firewatch, Abzu.
It's like they've think of Firewatch, but if they put fucking hundreds of millions of pounds into it and made the world massive.
No. Definitely.
I mean, in the sense of like a walking simulator, where most walking simulators are indie.
But I do think we do live in an industry where a walking simulator is considered an insult, and I don't think it's an insult.
No, I don't think it's an insult either. It's just not my type of game. I play FIFA for fuck's sake.
It's honestly, like, genuinely, I've loved walking simulators for ages, and I genuinely thought I would hate this. I thought I would hate Death Stranding.
You're like that indie guy. You know, he's like, man, I'm so indie, and then the indie thing comes cool, and you're like, we're the big guys now. Screw you guys.
No, I feel like it's always I like playing games for a multitude of reasons. I like playing a story game and being driven, but sometimes it's nice to just play a nice, relaxing game that you know you're not going to get angry at. Like right now, I'm playing Pokemon Shield, the new Pokemon, and I haven't lost my temper yet, and it's just nice and relaxing. If I want to lose my temper, I'll come on COD with you.
Hey, you had a good day today. Fraser Dow played hardcore and was really good at it.
But you know that I'd say, will you all call it here?
Yeah, we'll call it here. You'll catch us on YouTube, Pointless Point of View.
Yeah.
Instagram, Pointless Point of View.
On Twitter at of Pointless.
Yeah.
Obviously, we don't need to say what our movie is because we already decided.
Yeah, I don't need to make it last longer, but I have been Callum.
And I've been Fraser.